Hold on. Again, this dude, his shit is always sideways, bro. It's always sideways. It's always sideways. All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? No, why am I getting feedback? That's on Juan. That's on Juan. What's up? You got to lower your headphones up. Or put headphones up.
Okay.
Hello? Am I good?
Check. Perfect. All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? You know what? I wanted to find a name for this shit that we do. I don't know if it's a podcast or a Zoomcast or connections. I have no idea, guys. So let's find a name for it and do it more consistently. But everybody watching, let everybody know we're going to be here for the next hour or so talking about whatever is going on. Some of you are going to be really interested in what's happening with Cisco at this very moment live. It's pretty interesting, crazy. So first off, let's go to well, I'd say let's go to Juan, but he disappeared.
I'm right here, bro.
Well, I don't have much time because I got
to really far. But anyway, Juan, tell everybody where you're at and what's going on and anything you need to promote.
I'm in Houston, Texas, trying to be safe. I'm going to be performing at a drive-in in October for the radio station. They're going to do a drive-in show in
October.
Yeah, it's in October. I got some
Don't fucking laugh, dude. The guy's in Houston, dickhead, for Christ's sake.
Hey, but I started a VIP club, 100 VIP club for 100 fans, and that's $100, and you get a VIP card with my name on it and your name on it, and you get a registered number, and I keep up with that. So I'm up to like almost 40. So I've had 40 people send me $100, and I got their numbers registered. I'm mailing out the cards, and they get tickets to my show.
That shit better sell out if you're promoting October and July.
Oh no, these cards are good for a year and a half, and I do. They have my cell number. I bought another phone so they can have my number. So it's like I'm on these VIPs. Watch, fucker. I'm gonna make them watch.
But we're here. Wait. One. You're in Houston, so
yeah.
You know, we hear that your shit is just crazy over there. You guys have like an outbreak. People are getting it. And on top of that, you guys closed some stuff down. You can't go to restaurants anymore, right? Am I right with that?
They shut down a bunch on that. It's
yeah.
People are tripping, man. They're
well, speaking of shutdown and not shutting down and states that are having a lot of COVID, let's talk to Cisco. Cisco.
What happened?
Cisco just pulled a Trump, bro. All of a sudden, no, I'm in the mask. I'm
patriotic.
Cisco is literally in the green room of the Improv in West Palm Beach.
Yeah.
About to do a show. What's the capacity? 50%?
Yeah, 50. Hold on, let me show you. Hold on.
So it's 50% capacity. Well, you're gonna go outside and show us. But you don't have to wear a mask once you're inside, if I'm not mistaken.
Hold on.
I got you.
So all the poor people are gonna see that same shit Cisco does every week.
So they're doing social distancing, I guess, right? But you don't have to wear a mask.
No. When you're at your table. When you're at your table, you don't have to.
Once you sit down, you don't have to wear a mask.
No.
But how far apart are they?
6 feet, supposedly.
What does that supposedly mean? Are you scared, bro?
I don't know.
I did a show with you there on a Thursday, but this was in July, bro. I mean, June. And it was way before this craziness. I seriously thought the clubs would not be open anymore.
Well, this club is open, Miami Improv. I'm starting to do a weekly show on the patio on Tuesdays. Last night was sold out. We had 100 people in the patio.
What patio? The patio in between or outside?
Yeah, outside. So like Improv, Copper Blues, and then there's a patio area that's covered.
Yeah. And that patio area, there's a bar in the middle.
Yeah. So we fit 100 people in there, and then we're doing a drive-in show next Saturday. It's not in October. It's next Saturday.
Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna be here in October, motherfucker. Y'all gonna be on Facebook. Oh, I need prayers. Prayers.
I'm not gonna be there in October because I don't live in Houston, fucker. But it's okay.
Stay away.
So
dude.
we're doing a drive-in
right
show
now,
next Saturday, and then a weekly show at the Miami Improv at the patio, social distance. Look at this shit. But yeah, Miami, Florida's a special place, man.
Well, yeah, and especially in those are the places. But you know what? You guys have so many cases that the odds of them tracking anything to you guys is zero because you guys are doing no contact tracing. When your numbers go down, that's when they'll start going like, oh, there was an outbreak at so and so place. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But
we'll see.
How does that sound to you, Kevin? These guys, not the big shows, but that he's doing a show like that right now. Are you jealous or are you scared?
Well, I'm in New York and I'm never going to work again, so I just started drinking.
You just.
Well, I don't give a fuck what happens. Nothing matters anymore.
Really?
Nothing really matters.
Not to shit on what you're drinking, because that's not my point. But drink hard liquor if you're gonna talk shit. You can't have a beer.
Hey. I just need to
bring out a beer, bro.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna talk shit, I need to be legible on this podcast. Call me in an hour when we hang up.
Yo, what's crazy? You're drinking Bud Light, and Ned made a commercial about Bud Light. Give me a Bud Light.
I know, but you can't be like, I'm drinking, fuck it, and then pull out a Bud Light like that. That's just.
All right, motherfuckers.
I'm getting fucked up, guys. I'm getting fucked up.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm getting drunk.
I need to tell you something. I experienced a hangover for the first time in my life.
Me too this morning.
No, not this morning. It was a couple days ago.
No, I did this morning.
I drank on Sunday. But, dude, I never, ever had a hangover. Like, never. And, dude, I woke up. I had a headache. I couldn't eat. I was like, is this what that shit feels like? I was like, dude, no wonder. I literally was like, I'm never drinking again.
Dude, this morning,
so not worth it, dude.
This morning I had the alcohol shits, bro. It was bad.
Oh, nice. What are the alcohol shits?
Dude, when your shit smells like fucking alcohol.
Yeah, when it smells like chemical. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice.
Mine smells like
the show's about to start, boys. I gotta go.
Hey, here's to the end of the world. Kill him. And literally, I mean that. Kill him because you're doing the world.
Be safe, dude. Hey, be safe, bro. My brother has COVID. So
it's crazy, bro. Nah, I'm being safe, bro. Trust me.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Late.
Yeah, see, now that he's gone, what the fuck? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, bro. Like,
it's so, dude. It's so weird, bro. Because on the one hand, you definitely want to move on and stuff. And I don't know that you want people laughing when they have a mask, because then that's just gonna like recirculate in there. I mean,
when I told him,
the crowd has to wear a mask?
No, they don't.
Oh,
when I told him,
I would feel completely safe if they wore masks. But if people wore masks at a comedy club, it just wouldn't be fun for them.
Yeah,
when I told you guys that I might be, like, my agent was like, hey, are you available for a gig in Myrtle Beach? And I called Ned, I called you and Cisco, and you were both like, I don't know, man. I don't, especially because, Molly's pregnant at home, and I don't know if it's a smart idea to do that. And I was like, no, you're probably right. The gig didn't end up happening. And now this motherfucker's got a sold out show in West Palm Beach. I'm going to drive down there and beat his ass.
But but it's it's like, dude, everybody's trying to figure out how to do shows now. Everybody's trying to figure out what's the best way to do shows, how to connect, how to do it. So the improvs that are open, they do a pretty good job. They separate people pretty far. From what I understand, nobody's gotten it yet. You know what I mean? From what I know, it's a lot of younger crowd. A lot of younger crowd.
Right.
You know,
they're real. They're on top of their game.
You don't see a lot of over 40s. It's a lot of under 40s. All the people that are going out, you know, and having fun.
Well, that's because the people over 40 in Florida are dead already.
No, that dude, it's the opposite. Florida's
the
where
opposite.
everybody goes when they get old, bro.
All the whole
No. I'm saying after COVID, like in the COVID world, there's no one left. It's just the young people.
Oh, it took everybody out. Yeah, no, dude, it's and look, I mean, you know, he's in West Palm Beach, which is, you know, not far from the epicenter down there in Miami. I mean, dude, is the Improv in Houston still open?
Yeah. And they're on top of their game. Th're separating people, and you know what I mean? I haven't been there, but everybody says, yeah, they're on top of their game. They're doing the best they can. You know, they want their fans to be okay and comics to be okay.
There's not one club in New York that's remotely open. And I mean, like indoor dining all got pushed back.
Right.
Stand up is supposed to be phase 4. We're just not even a phase anymore. Like they just completely, so we're just like in limbo.
Well, you guys are reacting in New York. You guys are reacting to the rest of America, basically, because you guys are doing pretty well, and you probably would have opened up if it wasn't for California, Texas.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Florida. Those 4 states made you guys go, what the fuck?
Every day it's like Cuomo puts another Midwestern state on punishment. He comes out and he's like, all right, well, now you can't go to Minnesota. We're like, who wants to? What's happening?
Nobody's traveling anyway.
Right. So we're doing they're doing like, I did a rooftop show the other day. Yeah, that's what it's come to. I'm doing a rooftop show. Do you know how many times during my set I considered just jumping off the fucking roof?
Oh man.
We're doing, you didn't hear a word I said. You're reading the fucking comments. Dude, I literally like the rooftop was right behind me. I was like, and like I'm doing all new shit.
How many people was it though? How many actual people?
There's probably like 10 people. There was like 10 people there.
Oh,
and honestly, it was like, dude, like a new joke didn't work, and I was like, I'm gonna just fucking jump right off. I'm just gonna end it. And then they're doing like
parachute where they
yeah,
just say, I killed, and then jump and.
It'd be the greatest act out in the history of comedy to fucking just jump off a roof with the parachute come out.
Fuck yeah, and they have recorded like, yeah, I just jumped off it. Look at me, I mean, you be floating.
But the top of the parachute has the punchline on it too. So you set it up, you just jump off into the punchline.
Yeah, because those 10 people would have ran to the edge and look at you. They could see you say, "Fuck you." I'm funny, fuckers. That would have been the last
thing. It just got Cisco's Cash App on it. It's on the top of the parachute. No, so
dude.
That crowd looked good for a Wednesday, bro.
Fuck yeah, it did. Dude, that crowd looked good for any day. I did a Zoom show with the pharmaceutical today that I was like, just pay me an anxiety medication. I don't give a fuck. It's like,
hey man,
like we're doing.
That looks scary though, man. That didn't look scary to y'all for real.
Yeah, dude,
I'm in Texas, so it's scary right now. So. My mom,
you know what, dude? Once you like that, you got a mom. My brother Joseph.
My mom. You saw the thing, Ned. You saw the thing on the news where they said that, and I called that place, and it was nothing like that. And my mom is out of the COVID unit now. She tested negative twice, and she's out. Yeah,
that's awesome,
but
bro.
But my wife's parents. I don't know if I said, but both of them are. They like in 2 weeks they went there to the hospital, to ICU, to ventilators. Like, oh my god, like so
it's scary, bro.
It's like, yeah, it's like whoa, and then people still think it's a hoax, and people still like now.
Dude, my brother thought it was a hoax.
Which one?
My brother in Honduras, Joseph, the one who used to be on Mencia. He was like, it's no real. It's no, it's a lie. And dude, you know, now he's like, I have it. I don't know what's going on. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. Why? All right. Can one of you two explain to me? Okay, I get the moon conspiracy, right? We were going to the moon. Whoever made it to the moon had like prestige, and it was like, oh, we're the shit. There was a reason for it. America got happy. I mean, I get why that, right? I understand that. Let's see, big conspiracy theories that the Kennedy assassination. Okay, yep. I understand it. His dad was in the mob. It was weird. Did the mob kill him? Yeah, okay, I get those conspiracies.
They said that 9/11 was an inside job.
Which one?
9/11 inside job.
Oh, and I can even understand. Yeah. I can understand the theory behind it, right? That America did that so that we can all come together and be a guy. Okay, I get that. I still haven't heard one fucking conspiracy theory that has made me go, oh my God, that's why these governments put out COVID around the world. Like, I still don't fucking get that. Have you guys heard any theories?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
But good theories.
Yes.
So what are they?
That the Democrats are keeping this going to get Trump.
Yeah, but that can't be. It has to be worldwide, right? So
yeah, okay. So
like
what if
they're saying the Democrats
the world leaders
and fucking gave Wuhan virus to the Chinese and then said, "Oh, look at what they did," and or some Democrat. It's got to be an extremely liberal left Democrat went to Wuhan and convinced some poor Asian kid to eat a bat. I guess that's how the shit started.
All I'm gonna say is sometimes they have weird food in the Bronx, and I heard that AOC went to Wuhan. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if it's true. I just know it's a conspiracy.
Okay, so that one I don't get because it's a global thing that started somewhere else. So what are the other theories? I still want to know.
Other theories. I mean, honestly,
socialism to control everybody.
Yeah, but that's more.
Right now, there's people making more money than they were when they were working, and they're getting, you know what I mean, the benefits, the hours. So they're like, dude, I don't. My son is making almost $5,000 a month,
Thomas.
Bro. Like, and
so wait, hey, hold on, bro. Hey, Thomas, I've been doing comedy longer, so you know, since 1988. So go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
What did Thomas say? You got to give me some
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, really. You don't want to go on that tangent.
Okay. I've heard.
What was the other theory? What was the other theory? Because I've heard that. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I've heard world economics come into play where they don't want any, because our economics are going to affect other countries' economics in terms of conversion rates. So if our economics go into the shitter when it was at supposedly an all-time high, whatever, if ours goes through, then everyone else's goes through, and then it's New World Order. That's what I've heard. It's like,
So they're going to collapse the world economy?
Yes. Let me tell you something. It collapsed my economy in March.
Yeah, but wait, let's be honest. Let's be real.
Yeah. Go on.
It collapsed our economy because we're human beings that, the majority of us anyway, that care about other human beings.
Right.
Because, once it gets to it, right, the best estimates say that the death rate is going to be somewhere between 0.5 and 0.8%, right? So less than 1%. So in America, that would be about 3 million people-ish, give or take. If we just said, fuck it, let everybody go out, whoever's going to get it's going to get it, so I think the big, I would say that if that was true, the death rate would be bigger than less than 1%. If you're really trying to get rid of people, plus people buy shit. Like, isn't that the whole point of all these people, that we buy their shit? Like, isn't that the whole control issue?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could think about pharmaceuticals and vaccines. What companies have the most to benefit from vaccines? You could think about it like that.
Yeah. But Amazon and Walmart, they killing it right now. All
Yeah,
those,
you know what?
FedEx,
This
all
hold on.
of them.
This just in. Jeff Bezos is actually the one that caused the coronavirus. That's what I've heard. That's it's the latest conspiracy theory.
I mean, I could understand if Amazon did it. If there was a conspiracy, no, seriously, if there was a fucking conspiracy that said to me that Amazon Prime, Netflix got together, right? And not just Amazon Prime, but Amazon, both the video and the service, got together with Netflix and Hulu, and we're like, yo. And then Google was like, I'm in, bitches. Like,
and wait, hold on. And Blockbuster's like, I heard it's just a regular flu.
Right. The one Blockbuster left in the whole country. It's like, come on, guys. Come on.
It's allergies.
Bullshit.
It's allergies.
It's going to go away. Don't even worry about it. Oh, that's fucking funny. I just don't see like what the point is. And you know, now it's fuck. It's just like, it's so bizarre, dude. Like every day is so goddamn different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one day don't wear, and I don't mean like the doctors, because the doctors have pretty much always said. At first, Fauci, what did he say? At first, Fauci said, "Don't get the masks that the M91 or whatever the fuck."
Yeah, leave that for medical
for medical people. That's what he said. He never said don't wear a mask. He said don't wear that mask. As far as we know, too, it's not aerosol, but we don't know. And then once we found out, I don't understand how that became political either. I don't understand how it's about freedom.
Well, and you and I have talked about this literally like on the phone about this, that it's like hardcore conservatives that don't believe in the death or transmission rate, that are like, you're not going to control what I do. You know what it is? It's the people that don't think it's real, that don't want to be forced to wear a mask because they don't think it's real. So it's almost like when you're young and like one of your friends or cousins, whatever, acts up and you get put in timeout, and then you throw a fucking fit because you're like, that's shit that person did, that I don't believe in any of this. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things where it's like,
right.
I don't believe it's real anyway, so you're not going to tell me to wear a mask.
Right. But like that, okay, I could understand if we were somewhere between 5 and 15,000 people that you could fuck with those numbers somehow.
Right.
We're at over 140,000 dead, bro.
I know.
Like that's it's unfathomable.
Wait.
That
Hold on.
number is made up.
Hold on. Right. I'm getting a note from the producer. Apparently Black Lives Matter caused the coronavirus. This just in, Black Lives Matter has actually caused COVID.
Well, Black Lives Matter did contribute to the spike.
Not in New York. Not in New York.
So, according to the president today. So. Yeah.
Oh, did he say that? Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. He was talking about why the spike came, and he said that and other stuff too. And
did he end up saying, "I wish"?
It's gotta be so hard for him to do that shit, bro. Well,
did he also say, "I wish anyone that thinks Black Lives Matter, I wish them well"? Did he say that? Did you see that shit? That Ghislaine Maxwell? Oh my god, dude! A reporter on CNN. A reporter on CNN was
crazy,
like, "All right,
bro.
Ghislaine Maxwell is been arrested. She's been charged. She's awaiting trial for sex trafficking and like basically pedophilia.
Yeah.
And do you think she's gonna dime on all high profile names? I know you've commented on Prince Andrew in the past." And Trump went, he goes, I don't know much about it. I wish her well. Ned. He goes, I don't know much about it. I wish her well, frankly. A convicted pedophile, he said, I wish her well, to be honest. I've known her for many years. I lived about a mile from where they lived, down in Florida. And, I've known her for a lot of years. And, to be honest, I wish her well. And he was like, but I don't know anything about I don't know anything
Yeah.
about Prince Andrew. And everyone, dude, even my wife was like, I bet you I wish her well is code for like take her out. It's like he was saying some shit on TV that's like, I wish her well.
Right.
Yep, that's the soprano shit right there, bro. That motherfucker, dude, he gave the signal, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Bro, because that's crazy for him to say that. That was surreal. I was watching it. I was like, what? Did he just, what?
Hey, listen,
Like, yeah.
I right now at this very moment realize how big it was because it made Juan say that was surreal. That shit must have been out of fucking control. Hey, bro, I'm not making fun of your vocabulary. I'm just saying you rarely use words like that, bro. You come ghetto, but this one you were like, let me be clear.
But see, like, that's why. Look, that's why I can adapt to people. Like when I go play golf, I like to go by myself because they'll throw me in with a threesome or different people, and
they'll make you caddy for a day.
Surgeons. No, bro, like I played with brain surgeons and heart surgeons. So we were talking about, pharmaceutical and the monopoly, how insurance works, and I learned so much shit from people, and I get to use my vocabulary, because if I use the vocabulary that I use on the golf course in the hood, they'll shoot me, fucker. Look, hey, what did you say, bro?
Yeah.
What you say, surreal?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Juan goes up to a drug dealer and he goes, listen, man, I can't get what you got before. That shit was surreal.
So listen, Thomas Young said that Fauci said that there would be 200,000 more. So Thomas, here's the way it works with regards to pandemics and stuff like this. When in the beginning they said up to 3 million people can die, right? Can die, not will die. They never say will die, they say can die. That's if nobody does anything based on the rate of recovery, the rate of transmission, and the rate of the death rate, so to speak. So here's why the numbers go up and down as they fluctuate. Because the country now is trying to do mitigating factors like stay at home, put on a mask, less and less people will die. But when they say this many people are going to die, it's based on how people are reacting at that very moment. So if we had stayed or stay on like track right now with 60 to 70,000 people being positive every day, the death rate will be very predictable based on the fact that like I said, it's 0.5 to 0.8% of the people that die. So the fact that it comes in lower, it's not that they were initially wrong because the numbers are what the numbers are. It comes in lower because people like Kevin, okay, let me put it to you this way. About 2 months ago when we first started doing this, or 3 months ago, Kevin was like, fuck, shit is crazy. And I was like, I know, dude, we got shit down in California. In LA, we're killing it, bitches, killing it. Guess what happened about a month-ish ago? We released people, let people go out, did indoor dinings, opened up bars, and today, we have more positive COVID cases than the state of New York. California has the most ever. Now, what's the difference? We opened up shit, right? I could have gone to places. Kevin still can't fucking eat at an indoor restaurant. There he is. He has to drink at home, bitches. So that's what it is, Thomas. It's not that anybody's trying to fool you from what I see. And I'm being apolitical about this. I'm a real numbers guy. Those numbers will fluctuate based on how many people get it and are exposed to it. It's really pretty simple. So
today, I'll tell you right now, today in New York, we're at a 1.02 transmission. So
yeah, so that means 1 out of every 100 people are positive, which if you have a show, right? If every show you cut it off at 99 people, you're fucking gold, man.
And that worked for me because I can only
cut out that 1%, bitch. That's all you gotta do. Get rid of that 1%. Get them out.
I can only draw that 99. I could never get over the hump of that 100. I can only draw that 99. So I'm ready to go to work, baby.
Dude, it's unbelievable. But I guess you know what? I guess I understand this shit is confusing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like because this is like this is kind of like when you start past trigonometry and algebra 2 and you start getting into quadratic equations and shit. That's what this stuff is, because every day it's like, oh, so if we have this many positives and this many people will die, oh, this shit went up, so then more people are gonna die, and that's why the thing goes up and up. But I could understand how the average person who hated fucking math, who thanked God when they graduated and they never had to take that shit ever again and didn't take it in college or never went to college, I could understand how somebody, how the average person is just like, what the fuck? Why don't you just tell me what's going to happen, how many people are going to get it, and how many people can die? But this shit changes based on mass, based on where you are, based on how many people go out, based on where they're going. If you're outside, it doesn't transmit as well as if you're inside. So that's why in New York, you can eat outside. You can still eat outside, right? Some restaurants.
Oh, yeah. And they're
Things
closing
like
more
curbside
streets.
and outside, and some restaurants are taking over like side streets and alleys and shit, right?
Bro, there's some places, there's a dive bar. You've been there with me. Do you remember the Duck right across the street from my apartment?
The one that closed for a little bit.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it reopened back up, but they just started building a barrier today. But when they reopened back up, Molly and I were like sitting on stools instead of, people were looking for parallel parking, and we're just sitting on the fucking street in stools, just like drinking in the middle of the street. So it's just like there was no section. That bar got shut down for like they got their liquor license revoked, which is the best dive bars in New York. If you're ever gonna come to New York, you want to go to the bars that get their license revoked. You're gonna have the best time there. But
yeah, that bar is so good, people. I want to tell you how awesome that bar is. You know when you walk into a bar, like a bar, this is a bar, guys. This is a bar with a bar. It's like an old school bar. Normally, when you walk into a bar, you look around, you spot the drunk, you spot the drunk's friend, you spot the regulars. You have all that. This one is so fun. You have all that, plus on top of that, you're like, well, that guy's on coke, and that guy's on crack, and that guy's on meth. And so, like, the level of, I know this word doesn't exist, but the level of fucked upness in it is just so amazing, because when you people watch, you're just like, holy shit. And then, dude, the one guy you get wrong is the dealer. It's the one dude you don't even think is the dealer. And you're like, oh, there comes a drunk. And then he's like, you want some? And you're like, oh my God, what the fuck?
lot of
just amazing.
A lot of fuckery goes down there, I'll tell you that. So it used to be the Duck, and then it shut down, and there's a new dude that owns it. And he's a fucking good dude. So he kind of rebranded it as Teddy's. And the front of it now, because it's got two entrances, the front of it now is a coffee house, and the side entrance is still the dive bar. But that's a place where I've seen my buddy who's he's like fucking 6'11", Bronston, you know him. He runs the Venice Underground in LA.
Right.
But he's come over to stay with my buddy Gino Visconti, and I've seen Bronston been chased around the pool table by some homeless chick that was trying to convince him that she was his wife, and she wouldn't leave him alone. And he's just running around, and he's like, "Someone help me!" And we're just like, "Can we get another round of shots?" And also, does that popcorn machine work, or is that just a prop?
Dude, I would have found the Benny Hill music and played it really loud and just watched them run around. Oh,
bro, that's a Duck. So hold on. So when we did outdoor dining, think of that scenario, but then move it outdoors. So like, of course there wasn't like a designated area to drink. They basically just like took the stools from inside. It was like Goodfellas. Like Molly and I walked in, and obviously Molly can't drink. She's pregnant. So I'm like, I'm drinking for two.
Right.
So we go in, and it was like Goodfellas, where they would take a table from inside, bring it out, and just put it in, like in the middle of 112th Street.
Yeah.
So we're drinking. Headlights are just like going like left or right in the by us. In the project, there's all fucking fireworks, like illegal fireworks going off, and you're like for this is how fucked up COVID is. that was like the first time I felt at home and at peace. Where it's like I have headlights coming at me. There's fireworks going off. You got some woman.
And you're
going,
like, I'm almost back to normal.
Dude, I was like,
we're this close. We're this close. Bro, I drove by a restaurant that I really love, and it's been closed. It's a sushi spot. And then I saw that they put 2 tents right in the parking lot outside, right? So it's a little strip mall. So I'm like,
is that the one that right by you? The sushi spot?
Yes.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah. So we're there, dude. And then the manager sees me, and because I was like, oh shit, you guys are open. And he's like, yeah, dude. And he goes, who's driving the blimp Toyota? Because it was full, right? It's not a lot of seats, so they were all taken. All the tables were taken. And this guy comes out, he moves his Toyota, and dude, that's like you said, bro, they put a table and a chair and go ahead and eat. And I'm just like, wow, this is awesome and shitty at the same time. You know what I mean?
It's fucking funny.
I felt bad, man. I was like, oh, you don't got to make people move, dude. You know what I mean? And then I realized that I was outside the shaded area because, they had the tables in the shaded area already done. So where they put my table, it was like 5:36, so the sun was still kind of up. And I felt bad, bro, but I was like, thank you for moving all that shit. But I ain't eating sushi in the sun, bro. That's just
fucking crow's leg starts walking off the table.
You can't eat sushi in the sun, bro. It's wrong. On some level, it's just not cool. In my head, I'm like, the sun's gonna hit it. I'm gonna get a phone call, then it's gonna be dry and shit from the sun. I'm not doing it. I see all the bad things that are happening, and like, what are you doing over there, Juan, in Houston? Because I heard that you guys are closing down, that it's really bad. I hear your mayor talking all the time. Like, are you doing any shows? What's going on? You going out to eat? Are they open? Like what?
We don't go out to eat. We pick it up, and we do a lot of cooking. We got sick of everything. Like, I don't do fast foods, a whole lot of fast food. So, we're going to Chili's at 2 for $25, get some ribs or some salmon or whatever. But after a while, you get sick of it. So I've been cooking, man. My wife works like right down the street, and she comes home like today. I made some chicken in the oven with some bell peppers, some potatoes, some black beans. And so we're being safe, bro. Because these fuckers out here, I pass by restaurants, no mask, people talking right next to each other. They don't respect nobody.
Wait.
I was talking to Edward. I went to Walmart.
Have you talked to anybody, Juan? Like, have you talked to
the people that made up their mind. I have family on my timeline. They you know what I mean? They're big Trump supporters, and they do this and that. And sometimes I comment and then I delete everything. And I comment every now and then. I have to fucking jump on one of those threads and say some shit. And
wait.
I'll get my little thousand.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that I jump on one of those threads.
But what about now? Now that for the past 2 days that Trump has been saying, don't go out, don't go to restaurants, put on your masks. What are they saying now?
Man, my timeline, there's a lot of different people, Ned. So, like, I'm not talking to people too much. Like, the people that I talk to are, my kids on the phone, my wife, family. But I've been in this apartment literally 3 days today completely. Like, I walked outside, smoked a joint. I walked my cat outside a little bit. I was like, come on, Mia, let's go outside. I took my cat outside and
you still do joints instead of the oils, bro? You don't do the oils?
Nah, I don't like the oils.
I also got to say, by the way, Juan, it doesn't feel right doing this podcast without you driving past a couple of hookers.
Yeah, dude, I know, bro. It actually feels weird.
Hey, look,
you know what?
my son said, hey, Dad, somebody went up and did an interview. Remember you wanted me to do that? Remember you said, I'll give you some money. I'm going to send you some money. You go and just say, look, here's $100 for an hour. Let's just talk. And somebody did that. And he hasn't sent me the video, but somebody went to go interview him. And like, how do y'all feel about the coronavirus? And these ladies were like, well, what is there? What do you mean coronavirus? They had no idea. They don't watch TV. They don't watch no news. They didn't
Wait,
even
hold
know.
on, guys, hold on. I'm getting an update. Apparently, hookers caused COVID.
They don't know because one of them, the video went viral, but one of them said, "Oh, I use condoms, baby."
God damn it,
Right?
Juan! Fuck
See,
Juan.
I'm not
That
getting-
could have been us, Juan.
I know,
That could
bro.
have been
The
our
video,
fucking
the
interview,
video.
Juan.
My son said that, like, Dad, you should have did that shit because that girl who did it, the guy, it looked stupid. One girl didn't want to be filmed, but that shit got some views, million views. It started going viral.
Of course, it would have went viral.
Yeah, but you know what would have been great is instead of man on the street, that would have been man on the streets.
We could have done this, Juan. We could have.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, come on, to say, are you afraid of the coronavirus, and have somebody say, I wear condoms? That's, dude.
Yeah.
You can't.
Well, three of them said they didn't know that, and then one of them, they walked to the other one and said, how do you feel about the coronavirus? Nah, baby. I use condoms.
Okay.
Nah, my name is Corona Light.
Yeah, I don't think Corona. I think Bud Light.
God
But,
damn
see, look at my point of view. Like, I don't want to be known for that shit. I want to be known for my comedy. Hey, this fucking comedian.
Fair. Hell yeah.
First of all, old school. That's not how it works, you old fucking man. Here's how it works, bro. You do something, it goes viral, then people want to see more of you. Then the more they look, the more they see your bits. And then whenever you're in town doing a show, they come to see you. But unlike a lot of YouTube stars who end up doing comedy, they're not good at it yet. They may get good at it, but they're not good at it yet. The difference is, dude, you get some shit that goes viral and gets a few million hits, and then all of a sudden you go to a town and people are like, oh, let's go see him perform. You're going to kill it. They're going to leave there. Dude, you just took money out of your own pocket, you fucking goddamn it, Juan.
Get in your car, bring your AirPods, and go interview a hooker right now.
No, not now, because now I stole the bit. Now we're doing the bit after that. Now it's not my bit anymore. No, now it's somebody else's bit. God damn it. Yeah. And by the way, you could go back and check because I told him to do it on one of these podcasts. So it's not like it's already there. You go.
Wait, guys. Hold on. I'm getting another note from the producer. Apparently that was George Lopez's bit. And then furthermore, he caused COVID because you stole that joke.
I caused COVID?
Hold on. Joe Rogan is calling me. Joe Rogan is calling me. What, bro? What? We're busy right now. I'm live. I hung up on him. Okay, let's go.
Nah, he said something nice the other day. So leave him alone.
No, I know, bro. I like him. I listen to his podcast. You know, man. I love you, and I like him. Like whatever, like that. Whatever happened. I see him kick, so I'm like, I don't want to kick me, bro.
Oh God, Juan, you don't even know.
I know.
I'm just like, God damn it, we had that idea.
How do you think I feel when my son told me that? He goes, Dad, because Bubba's funny as fuck. He's like, no, Dad, you lost, man, y'all missed out. That you could have done that shit, man. You could have done it your way. Because with the phone, Dad, they said she was asking them, and they're like, what is that? What is a coronavirus? What is that? And then the other girl, she's like, I use condoms. And then that shit is going, that is going viral. Like it's fucking, people are sharing the fuck out of it right now.
I've heard there's
a lot of them, bro. It's 45. 45 takes you all the way to Galveston.
Go ahead, bro. Keep talking.
So it's the south side. So it's a very busy
How many people
highway.
would have been watching it? How many people would have been watching it? Just say it out loud. Just say it out loud.
10, 15, 20 million at least. That's at least 20 million. It would have been a remake. I wear condoms. Coronavirus. I wear condoms. What about the entanglement? I wear condoms. Coronavirus.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh no, but dude, if you would have been like you would have been asking him questions like, how do you get it?
If she would have said, I wear condoms, I would have pointed at her and went, you won. Come here. You won. I would have gave her another 50. You won.
You could have asked, like, do I have to wear a mask when we fuck? Is it extra if I don't wear a mask? Is it like going raw dog? I mean, dude, there's so many questions I
I
still
know,
have.
and Ned, one of them, what do you call it, had a mask. Bubba said one of them had a mask. She's like, no, what you want? You want some hey, and they put the mask back on. But like
That's
we were laughing so hard.
hysterical.
My Bubba's funny as fuck. So we were laughing so hard that we, you know, I mean, he was telling me pieces at a time. Like we were just laughing because that would have win. That would have, if I would have done it, that would have
That's
win.
hysterical, dude. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
a chick with a mask, which means like I'm taking care of myself, and then she's like, "You want a blowjob?"
That-
Like, dude.
This is all like in 3 minutes. Like this is all like in 3 minutes. Like, you know, what is the coronavirus? What do you mean? What's the coronavirus for real? It's on the news. So I haven't seen the news. Whatever. Then another one, and then another one. Like all this happened like within 3 minutes. So
You know, it'd be great though if a hooker wore a mask, and it was just the bottom of the mask was her mouth open, and then a price guide right next to it of exactly exactly how much that would have cost. They should put their menus on the masks.
Well, one of those little squares with a phone. Like this.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. With it, just an arrow pointing to the mouth. $5, 5 minutes.
Juan, I got an idea, Juan. I got an idea. You make masks, right? With a zipper in the middle. So that the hookers don't even have to take off their mask, bro.
No zipper. That's like using teeth. You got to use something softer than that. You can't put a zipper in the middle of it. It's like putting Velcro. It feels like teeth. Think of something, I don't know, maybe a slip of Vaseline or something.
No.
First of all, I was kidding.
No, look.
And then you went to like, wait a minute, that's going to change my dick.
Dude,
I don't think that's
No, listen, dude. Listen, the mask has like little Velcro right here and one on top. It's a cutout piece. They just go whoosh, and just stick it right here. No mask.
You know, it should be like
when like a glory hole. It's about as big as a glory hole.
You can't do Velcro.
Yes.
You can't do Velcro.
No. Remember, like old school. Think of cowboys. They had the crab flap, like the onesies in the back. So 2 buttons up here. You unbutton it. The
ones up there, and then it just falls down.
Once they go down.
It just flips. The flap flips down, and then you flip it back up.
Oh, fuck. Dude. Okay, so yeah, that's perfect. So the flap goes down. And all you need in the background, and then a guy comes out with a guitar and starts doing that. She's giving jobs.
Yeah, but hold on. And then with the money shot. But then in the money shot, you know the scenes when someone comes in some movie and it's like a geyser instead of just a tumbleweed blowing past the screen.
No, and then that's when Bon Jovi comes in. I'm a cowboy, dead or alive.
On a steel side ride, I'm a wanted, and then his backup goes, dead or alive.
Man, I sat here, dude. I sat here the other day, and me and while we were smoking, and it was one of them like $50 blunts or whatever. They got a lot of stuff on them, whatever. And we were smoking, and we were laughing. And my TV, you just tell it. So I would say, play Bon Jovi, play Ozzy, and I was doing nothing but 80s shit. Play Cheap Trick. I was listening to a whole bunch of shit, dude. And then I said,
whenever I do karaoke, that's all they ever ask for, bro. Is that kind of shit.
And then you fucking.
That's the best music, man.
You Bogart the Talking Heads like a motherfucker. You fucking love the Talking Heads during karaoke.
Yo, but it's them, dude, not me. I rarely do the Talking Heads when I do karaoke, but when I'm not putting it out. So, so wait a minute, Kev. Yeah. Let's dress them all the way. So are they wearing those things underneath too? So they got the flap in the back for the booty and the flap in the back. Yeah. Oh, dude, I got it, bro. Hey, Juan, what are the prices for head, regular, or anal? What are the prices?
I don't know. I don't know, like
you're there, bro. What do you think they are?
Between 40 and 60, that 25.
Hold on. I just want to time out real quick. I like that he put up an initial fight. He goes, I don't know. And then you were like, Juan. And he was like, I don't know, 40, 60. Okay, so 40, 60, and then for anal, what? That's got to be 80.
Oh, I don't,
80.
man.
Right. So look, here's what we're going to do. We designed the mask for hookers, right?
Yeah.
And then right here, it has the price for the blowjob. So that's 40 bucks. And then in the front, it's got the 60 bucks for the vagina. And in the booty, it's got 80 bucks with a little star on it, like an exclamation point. Dude.
Can you imagine a little vagina flap too?
It's a little vagina flap with the number. So they don't got to talk. They don't got to talk to you or anything. They just kind of turn around ever so slowly, see what the prices are.
they gotta have like a 25% off the total package. If you get all three, 25% off discount.
Oh, for sure. For sure. That's
you buy all three. buy two, get one free. You buy two, you get one free.
What's her name? What's her name? Part 3. That's what her name is. It's fucking hilarious. Just have her spinning and just everything flops down.
Dude, everything flops down, bro. Everything flops down. Even for the breast, bro, there's like a $5 extra.
It's crazy how
they
they're
don't
out
go down
there,
at
man.
the same time. There's 1 and 1, bro. It's 1 and 1. You got to
But
pay
it's
for
weird
individual titties.
Yeah, but you know what? It would be a 50-cent differential because one's always bigger than the other.
Hey, so like y'all don't see that, huh? Like in LA, like y'all don't see that in New York,
What?
like this, like
I
the
mean, I see
hookers like that, like.
Okay. I'm gonna be real, Juan. For probably about 10 to 15 years, maybe even longer, I've just never had to go there to the places where that happens. You know what I mean? Because believe it or not,
45. You go to the ocean,
I
to the
didn't
beach, you gotta
know.
pass it.
Oh,
I didn't know, dude, that off of Vermont over here. My buddy was like, dude, there's hookers over there. I was like, no. And he's like, yeah. But one of my uncles used to live there. So I used to pass by there all the time. I didn't know. And so I guess, yeah, there's a street where that happens. And you know what? I would have gone to interview a hooker, but now that shit is over.
I gotta say, Burrito, who's got to be an Owen fan, Burrito with cheese, said you should put the prices on the inside of the mask so she can hide it from the cops. So she just looks like a normal patient,
smart,
and then you take it down, and then it's got the prices underneath. That's smart.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Smart,
I get it, Burrito. That's a really good idea. Except, let's be honest, Burrito. Once they're out there, they're hookers. Cops know. They just don't care. It's just not. Like,
dude, that's like a hotspot. Cops pass by there all the time. That's 45 South that's going to the ocean, to Galveston. You know,
right.
Once you pass the Beltway, there's the loop is 610. The Beltway's bigger. It's like, you know, $1 million homes back there. So you're gonna pass by there. If you're gonna go downtown or to a basketball game or whatever, you're gonna pass 45 South.
Yeah, and Ned definitely doesn't see that shit in his neighborhood now. I mean, Maria Menounos lives around the fucking corner.
When I was
He's not seeing any
when I was living in his house, I rolled all up and down that neighborhood. I didn't see one hooker.
Dude, let me put it to you this way, bro. If I was to drive down right now, the place where all the hookers are, just based on what they look like, right? I'd be like 40 bucks, 25 bucks, 20 bucks, maybe 50 bucks, right? If I drive around my neighborhood and you see the kind of women that are around here, you go like this: a house, a really nice house. definitely a Range Rover.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Shit, bro. It is a whole nother fucking level, bro. I mean, it's like, dude, the house next door to me, man, they throw parties there all the time. And dude, it's crazy what walks in there.
There is shit that I've seen when I'm literally like, I haven't been over there in a year or two, but when I'm over at Ned's house and his neighbor is like, dude, his neighbor came out in like a full robe and makeup on and someone like on a leash and just like strolled around on his porch and then walked back in. And I'm just like in an inner tube, just like hanging with Ned's kid. And I'm just like covering his kid's face. Like his neighbor comes out like full on Buffalo Bill. And I'm like, no. Just like, hovering over it. And then he goes back to the house and I'm like, Ned, what the fuck happens over there?
Dude, it gets like, it's crazy how.
Is it the same neighbors, Ned? The same ones? They've been there for a while?
No, they switched around, but here's the difference, bro. Right? Like, I'll go to, I'll drive around, whatever. Like, especially now, dude, have you guys done this, by the way? Just gotten in your car and just to drive around to get out of the house, nowhere to go, nothing to do.
That's what me and my wife do.
You do that shit? I did it for 2
me and my
hours
wife
and
said, let's
45
go,
minutes the
man.
other day.
Sometimes it's 1 a.m. I said, let's go. She's like, for real, because we stay here, Ned. We've been locked in here. Like, let's get the fuck out. And we go. We put on some music and just not watch TV, no fucking news, and smoke a joint and just ride around. Because they're not taking nobody to jail right now, bro.
That reminds me of a story. The other night we were driving around, my wife and I, because that's half the fun in New York. Is like, but it's like 1 a.m. and there's fucking no one out, and you can just cruise. And we're driving, and so my wife and I are looking at apartments outside of the city. We might move in with my buddy Mike, who's like trying to buy a building just to like save money, get a house.
Right.
The city's crazy right now. So we're like looking at it, and I forget where we went. Oh, you know where we went, Ned? We went to Patty's, my fucking bar downtown, the Irish pub.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite bar. The dive bar is good for reserves. My favorite bar in the city. Patty McGuire's on 3rd and 19th. It is amazing. So we're driving around, and Molly's driving me, and I definitely had one too many. Just like, it's like the Joker hanging out of the car in The Dark Knight, and I'm just looking at the city going, I fucking love this city. And I'm just like sobbing to myself because of like the fucking condition that it's in right now. But that's one of those nights. You just got to get out of the house, bro.
Yeah, we've done that a lot of times, man.
Yeah,
we've done that a lot of times.
I haven't done it in the middle of the night because I probably end up going to some creepy places just to see what it's like. So I'm kind of measuring myself. Hey, by the way, I got to say to Goodfellas, no, I'm not still a dick. I'm not.
What?
I'm not a dick anymore.
I think either Juan or I should field that question. Juan's known Ned a little bit longer. But I can say, as someone who got into comedy in 2010, I met Ned in 2014. So 6 years now I've known him, and I will 100% personally tell you, my life is infinitely better as a comedian and as a person with Carlos Mencia in my life. So, for sure.
Oh, thanks, brother. And yeah, whatever. He's not that funny. I'm still a dick. I'm still a dick.
#1 album in the country, baby. Fuck you.
I need to do an album, bro.
I'm putting out like little bits and little pieces. I'm trying not to say the thing is that I have like 4 bits left, but they're each like 20 minutes long, man. So I'm trying to figure out, how to put it out. But I got to get something out tomorrow, so we'll figure it out, dude. That's whatever it is. Let's see if there's anything. Oh my God.
I got a surprise for you, by the way. Who's on my podcast tomorrow?
What?
Not even gonna tell you. I'm gonna text you when it's out on Friday.
Wait, you're not gonna tell everybody to go watch or listen to the podcast?
I'm recording it tomorrow, so I'm not gonna promote it before it's recorded. But on Friday, Just Joking, my podcast, available everywhere you download or stream podcasts. I have a very close to Mencia guest coming on, and I am very
just so you guys know, what that really means is he's much bigger than Carlos. I just don't want to hurt his feelings.
No, he's a fellow protege, and we're linking up to do a podcast on Thursday. It'll be out Friday.
I know who it is. That's awesome. Fuck, dude. It's, you know what? I got, have you guys dealt with the depression yet? Like getting to that part?
Every day, the violent mood swings are are defining this pandemic. It's like, dude, I wake up and I feel okay, and then I wait 2 hours and I feel like shit and the world's collapsing. And then, like a tweet does well. And by noon, I'm like, everything's amazing.
Yeah, dude, bro, look, I literally don't know how to react to this. Let me show you something, bro. Let me show you something. Hold on, let me find a good one here. I don't know how to feel about this check I got, guys.
Oh.
Look at how much it's for.
I can't see.
Question marks?
Right here, bro.
Put on the camera. I can see
77 cents. What's it for? Let me see.
Bitches.
Let me see the residual. What's it for? What is it for?
That one was for, hold on, let me see. Let me see. SBE, that was for a repeat of mine, Mencia.
Oh, nice.
No. Fuck that one. Look at this one.
Man, I was just gonna ask you for a loan.
Which one is that one for?
It was wait. That was for another mine, Mencia, I think.
Dude, let me tell you something.
It's for Moesha. It's for Moesha, bitches. I was on Moesha.
You want some real fucking New York shit? I would 100% take that to a bank teller and cash that shit in. And when that person looked at me, I'd be like, that's fucking right. I would get 79 cents at my bank.
These are all checks, bro. And I think all added up, they're like $13.48.
Fucking hilarious.
All of those, dude. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to fucking deposit them, bro. Well, I'm not going to deposit them.
Bert is.
Have Bert come tomorrow and then go, dude, we got to deposit those. And he's going to go, for 2 cents? I'll just give you the money. It's like, that's not the point, bro. I want to see the look on their face when we show up there and give it to them. And they're like, really?
You know, it's the best.
You fucked up the whole accounting office, and then they find it. I found the problem. This motherfucker passed a check for 77 cents.
Yo, not only that, but you're gonna spend more paying Bert to deposit that than you are going to make on the actual deposit.
Dude, I mean, 2 cents. I got more for 2 cents, bro. Oh, I got one for $16, bitches.
Oh, it's nice.
Those are good ones. Oh, nice. Look at that one. I got one for 6 cents. 6 cents. Here's a guy. You think I'm kidding? There's one for 6 cents. There it is right there. 6 cents.
It's fucking great. Juan, you don't know this? I texted Ned one time at my 7-Eleven on 116th and 2nd Ave in the city. I stumbled into the 7-Eleven drunk as fuck one night, and I looked down and they had DVDs, and it was season 2 of Mind and Mencia. And I was like, I can't let my mans hang out here like this. And I fucking bought the season 2. And I texted him and I was like, yo, you got some residuals coming your way. So I just bought this shit for like 20
shit,
bucks.
That's probably what I just got, bro. That's probably what I just got. Holy shit, Kevin, thank you. And by the way, I think I actually said when you told me that, thanks for the 2 fucking cents. I was right on the money, bitch. Hey, Juan, everybody that tells you, hey, you should have done TV like Carlos Mencia, that's what you're missing out on, bro. 2 fucking pennies, bro. You've done much better with your 40 people giving you $100. You're killing me, bro. You're killing me.
Well, no, I get my from XM Radio, but I get like $250 every 3 months.
Yeah.
Good. They pop in 238, 260. Ramiro went back and looked at all that shit, and he goes, dude, they weigh like 3,500. So my first check, I didn't even believe them. They gonna say 3,500. Like, and the next day I was, like, they owed me for years, and I had no idea, bro. Like, damn.
I just checked in with my label, and the album has over 26,000 streams and downloads, and I'm waiting on that first residual check, and I haven't heard about the series yet, but I'm just like, dude, I'm just fucking praying for this fucking this royalty check to get me out of whatever COVID did.
Would you like me to show you how much you might get?
But Ned, like, remember Bobby and Kid Rock? Remember when he talked about all that, about that girl? Remember he told us all that. When he told about, remember when he was telling you about the residuals, like the song, whatever. She sold 100 million songs, but she only made with 20,000, 13,000 or some shit like that. And he goes, my albums are $8, but I sold 13 million. Like, God damn.
Crazy.
So yeah. So when I heard that, I listened to all that. I'm like, I don't,
I know, man. But this is, this is like, what, 13 years, 14, 15 years later, dude, for some of these checks, you know what I mean? So, and
You
they
gotta-
have to give it to you, bro.
You gotta put an album out.
Huh?
You have to put an album out.
Oh, no, I'm putting out a whatchamacallit right now. I just don't want to put out the whole thing yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to put out the bits first. So I've got 3 bits out already. So that's, that's good. And I wasn't sure, bro, but I found something in myself because, so I did the shows in, excuse me, Texas, and I thought they were a little racial. I thought maybe I should tone it down. We talked about this.
Yeah.
And then I did them in Phoenix, and they were, less colorful. And I was like, ugh, I was like, no, I cannot, I look like a pussy doing it. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like, your son comes home or your daughter comes home after, the curfew, and you're like, you're gonna what? And then you're like, I'm just gonna, and then you put, that's what it felt like. I felt like a dad that was like, you're here and you were supposed to be here. What are you gonna do, Dad? Nothing. I just wanted you to know.
I'm gonna put 3 bits out on YouTube.
So the one I put out this week, I got some. Oh, that's just racist. And I read them, and at first I was like, why do you think it's racist? And then I erased it, and I went, they think I'm racist again. I'm hitting on my marks. I'm pushing all the best, bitch. Like,
one of the best things that I remember from the Mencia, you said, I did something that nobody else had ever done because you got 2 letters. I don't know from who, the people that fight each other overseas.
Right.
You said that I think from the Palestine or whatever. You did that on the Mencia, and it was badass, bro.
Oh, because both of them wanted to kill me. Yeah, it happens all the time when I tackle those kinds of issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's either, but that's when you're putting out good material.
Mm-hmm.
If some people are like, that was amazing, and other people are like, dude, that was just garbage. But not because it wasn't funny, just because they don't want to identify with whatever you talked about.
You're not pushing it far enough if you're not ruffling some feathers. Here's what I think. The album that
I think you're not being real.
Yes, of course. Because you can't appeal to everyone. That's not real life. The album that I put out, I thought was very performance-based, and I thought it was very easy for people to consume. And then after I put it out, look, I'm happy with it. First body of work. All of the new shit that I did after, and you saw, like all of the white and bald and young, like all of that shit, where it's like, there's a fourth of that audience that liked High on Molly that will not like the next one, but the laughs that I get from 3/4 are going to outweigh the laughs that I'm missing from that fourth that might have liked High on Molly. So it's all about, it's honestly, it's about the equation of what's worth it, what laughs you're getting, and where you want to go from there.
Well, you know what? It's tough because I've been doing it so long that I'm either gonna go the fearful way, right? The way of, oh man, I don't know if I want to do that. I might piss people off. Or I'm gonna go the way of, wait a minute, I don't do what I do to get mad, right? Like, the bit I posted this week was like the 3rd version, and you know how we work. I do a bit, and then it gets bigger, then it gets bigger, then it gets bigger. So this is like the 3rd version of the COVID virus thing, whatever. And there was one take, one show where I said it exactly the way I wanted to, but the rest of it wasn't good. And it was basically where I said, look, calling it Kung Flu, I get why you think that's racist, and I get that it's racist because you're just touching on some racist shit, and I understand it. But calling it the Wuhan virus or the China virus, that to me isn't racist because most viruses in the past were named from where they came from: Ebola, Zika, the West Nile virus, the Spanish flu. And it wasn't to demean it. It was just like, no, this is where it came from.
To recognize it, yeah.
Yeah, so there was one take where I was like, look, that's racist, but this is not. But the bit that I put up, I didn't even say that. And I was okay with it because I was like, dude, if you think calling it the China virus is racist, then that's what you think. I'm gonna do the joke about it. I don't give a shit. That's the way I see it, and it's funny, and I'm not blaming. It's not like I did the joke and went, these motherfucking chinos and all this. I never did that, dude. I never did that. All I did was say, look, you know, they've done that before. Shit, I even talked about how when I was a kid in the 80s, they sprayed this shit called malathion. And they would literally tell you like, hey, don't come outside today. We're spraying malathion because we had a vermin. You know what it was? It was the Mexican fruit fly. That's what it was called. And the whole joke was just like, how do you know it's Mexican and all that shit, whatever. But my point is like, it wasn't even about China at all. And they're still, you know, it's racist and I can't believe you said that. I'm just like, oh, wwhatever. I don't give a fuck.
They say, I'm going to Panda. I'm going to Panda today. I'm not racist.
You're going to Panda Express? Is that what you were trying to say, bro?
No, yeah, I'm going to Panda Express. I'm going to Panda, bro. I'm not racist. That's just where it fucking came from. Like, let's be real.
Doing a joke about doing a joke about a Chinese guy and then go, no, but I'm going to Panda Express is like saying something about black people and they go, no, I have black friends. It doesn't really work.
No, I'm going to eat soul food. I'm not racist.
I got black friends.
That's
have you ever?
Hey, I got white friends. I got white friends.
I'll be your
boyfriend. I tell white people on the golf course that I meet. For real, I tell them that.
Hey, Juan, have you ever said anything that looking back you went, fuck, that was racist? And I'll start with me. I don't think I've never said anything that when I get off, I say that's racist, but I have gotten off stage and went, fuck, some people might think that was racist. But I know that it's not because of where I know the intent. I know where I'm coming from with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I know, you know, when I tell true stories about shit that happened, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the way the story went, dude. I mean, I can't, you know what I mean? I can't change the story, but when the story's good and funny, you gotta go with it, dude. You know, you just
I know.
Ned, but have you ever said some shit that you're like, ooh, fuck, that was racist?
Ned, I was just joking, and you know, 500 black people, and I had I used to do wetback jokes. You know, I said, black people, you're confusing us. You think we're the same, but like we're the same, but like we're not the same. And you know what I mean? And then I do the things about the prom dress. So I mean, I would get standing nose. So but then black people were telling me that like, man, that shit's so real, that's true, whatever. And I didn't realize, like, you know what, that's my family. It was true stories. My tias wear fucking prom dresses to Walmart, to Fiesta, and they do. I was just talking real shit, but yeah, I felt like that especially because I wasn't doing it in front of them. I felt like, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't kissing black people's ass. I never do that. But like, I was like, I felt like, that's kind of shitty.
Dude, I've been in the same exact place.
Yeah, you get a standing O and still feel like you did something. Like I got so much shit.
Not like that. I've just been in the same place of like, no. I make fun of everybody. Like, don't come at me with that bullshit. You know what I mean? From that perspective, because you can't laugh when the joke is on others and then get offended when it's on you. You just, to me, that is just number one, man, you don't fucking do that. You know, if you laugh at that other shit.
Do you know what we've lost? Do you know what we've lost? You don't have to agree with someone to find them funny.
Juan, you got to put in your thing again.
I know.
Hello.
It's like, I'm not racist.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
My
No,
earbud died.
it's dude, it's like that old adage of you don't have to agree with someone to find them funny. We've lost that in this country. It's people tend not to laugh if they don't agree with you anymore.
But these are jokes. They're not real. Like,
of course they are. Of course they are.
But I don't understand how people take it seriously. I don't get that.
Because everyone's so charged up politically that when we get on stage, they treat comedians like politicians. Let me tell you something. I was at State College in PA, and I was doing, I was featuring for someone, but I don't know. It was like a 30 to 45 minute feature, whatever it was.
At the university?
It was in State College.
Okay.
In PA. So it was Wisecrackers. And Ned, when I tell you this place that they had me going, so it was like a fundraiser after a show. So it was like, do a spot at the club, go do a fundraiser. Saturday, do a spot at the club, go do a fundraiser. So we're just going back and forth. This place that I went, what I tell you, was as Midwestern as PA as you can fucking get. And I got into my young, bald, and white shit. And for those of you that haven't heard any of this, it's basically, it sucks being young and bald because I don't look old enough to be bald. It sucks even more being young, white, and bald because when people look at me, not only is it that something's wrong, but it's usually that I'm either racist or in recovery. When I got into that shit on stage and I got into like, do you know how much it sucks to look like the problem and the final solution? Dude, I had this extremely white crowd in the palm of my fucking hand for 45 minutes. And in the back of my mind, okay, so I'm killing. And in the back of my mind, I'm going, dude, I am like one word away from a fucking rally. This isn't even like, these people don't even think I'm being sarcastic or, shitting on society or whatever it is. Like, I know I'm joking and I know these are good jokes, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, dude, I could announce at any minute I'm running for president and I would get everyone's vote in this auditorium. And it got fucking weird and I creeped myself out because I was like, I'm on a little bit of a stage. I'm bald. Everyone else is bald. And I'm like, dude, this is fucking creepy. And I got off stage and I walked to my wife and I was like, we need to leave because I don't want to be these people's representation.
See, we don't feel that, right? Because you're still the majority in this country.
Right.
So you know what I mean? You're
Yes.
still in the power, so to speak. So even when we talk mad shit, right? Like, cause dude, me and Juan have done it. Trust me. Me and Juan both have gone on stage in front of an all Latino crowd and just fucking ripped it and talked about our stuff, but also talked about how white people don't put us in movies and how white people treat us and all this kind of shit. And it's fucking amazing. But dude, here's the difference. The minute the show is over and we all leave, we all realize like, all right, that was all bullshit because there's a cop right there and that motherfucker's about to pull three of us over. You know what I mean? Like it immediately hits. Whereas for you, you were like, oh shit, even outside, this is still my world. I don't want to hang out with these fucking people.
I was in my mind. Do you know how fucked up it is as a comic to go, dude, I'm fucking murdering right now, but I feel so guilty because I know these people are taking this shit not as a joke, but as serious shit. And I'm like, this is fucked up.
Let me tell you how much I understand how you feel. All right. And Juan was there, so he'll tell you. We were doing this thing called the Latino Laugh Festival. And I was the last comedian. And dude, it was every popular comedian. Were you on that show, Juan, or you were just watching?
No, I was watching.
Okay, so
I had a
So at the
model.
time,
I remember that.
the headliners that they put on the show, he wasn't even a part of it. And he was funny. My point is that it was name comics, but every fucking one he'll tell you, because it was a Latino. It was white people. Why do white people this? Mexicans like this, but why are white people like that? Every fucking comedian, dude. And it was just like, I mean, every comedian standing ovation, and they loved it. And dude, I went up on stage and I went, "Are you guys having a good time?" And they went, "Yeah." And I said, "I'm not. I'm fucking disgusted by what I see. Disgusted by it." And here's why. Recently, Selena had died.
Yeah.
And Howard Stern made some jokes about her. And the whole fucking Latino community was like, "That's bullshit. You don't do that." And my whole thing was, hey, wait a minute, guys. If we're allowed to do this, they should be allowed to do that.
Right.
And what I'm seeing here right now is a fucking hypocrisy of us being able to make fun of them, but them not being able to make fun of us. And somebody yelled out, "But Selena's dead." And I went, "Well, then she's not going to fucking complain about the jokes, is she?" And dude, there was this switch in the room at that moment where some people were like, "Fuck you," but other people were like, "Oh shit." And dude, and then I just went fucking into my set, bro.
No, you went to Fotos y Recuerdos with your big culo. I remember the whole set, dude. And
Hey, bro, we're trying to. It was in the past, motherfuckers. In the past, dude. Why you get?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's like, no. You made fun of her even bigger.
Oh, no, bro. No.
You asked her how much for a blowjob. She flipped down the mask. It was a disaster.
Dude, when I get off stage, her dad was waiting for me with a police escort. I didn't know they were an escort. I thought I was gonna get arrested for doing Selena jokes in Texas. But no, the cops are like, "Nah, you were right, man." Even the black cop was like, "Yo, man, I felt like everybody's making fun of me too, man." I was like, they were like, "We got your back. Good for you, man." And I made fun of everybody afterwards. After
they did, dude.
Everybody else.
Man, they loved it because you remember I was with a model and I was like, "I gotta go." Like, you don't understand what happened. And like, because the crowd, I'm like, "I gotta go." And like, "Why?" Like, "I gotta go." And I walked out this door. Hold on, man, my son's calling. And I walked out this door. And here comes Ned with Worthy Patterson and the cops and security. And I'm like, and he stops right there in front of me. Kevin's like, "Come on, let's go." And I'm like, "I'm not going." Like, no, bitch, you're going to go with me, motherfucker. Let's go. He's like, "Let's go." And they were like, so they made me go. I went and I was standing right next to him and he was talking to her father. I mean, to AB. I remember the whole thing.
Crazy.
I see that one I would take back. I would still attack the audience. I just would find a different way to do it. You know what I mean? Like I would. It wouldn't be that I would massage it. I would just not be so angry about it because I was literally pissed off. But here's what other people don't understand.
And when you said you can't do that joke, remember that? You went, I know. Yeah. I'll tell you later.
Well, tell it afterwards. I don't ever want somebody to tell me you can't do those jokes here.
Of course not.
Never, dude. Fuck you, never. And therefore, I don't like it when people do that to other comics because then it's like, dude, it's inevitably going to come down to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like you realize that's the case. You know what I mean? It's like there's the protesters and there's the crazy people. And the crazy people are cool until a protester goes, "Hey, man, leave the cops." "What the fuck are you doing to me?" And then you realize, like, these motherfuckers ain't even with us. They're just crazy. They're fucking out of their minds. But you were going to say, Juan? Go ahead, tell the story.
No, he said that. Like, you went out there, you were being apologetic and stuff. I was kind of like freaking out a little bit. And then, he said those things. But then when he said, you can't do that, you'll be nothing. And you'll never do that joke. Don't ever do that joke in Texas again or whatever. And he's like, "Hold on, motherfucker. Wait a minute. Like, when your daughter started singing in English, nobody said nothing. You can't go, no, you're not going to do that." And you say, "No, fuck it. I'll go to your fucking, I'll go to Corpus and do that fucking joke." And I'm like,
And you know what
oh
I
my
did?
God,
I went to
this-
Corpus and did that fucking job.
I was there. I went with them and he did that. And dude, and it's crazy, Kevin, because Edward Hernandez is such a good friend of ours, of mine and
Right.
Ned's, and he's known Chris, her husband, since they were like 5 years old. Like they still see each other, they talk to each other. You know what I mean? So it's weird to because you know, they used to tell me when I go see AB, when I go to her family's thing, they would be like, "Hey Juan, we like you, man. We come for you, we love you. But fuck Carlos Mencia."
Fuck your
And I'm like,
boy.
yeah, fuck that motherfucker. Shit, fuck him. I feel you, bro.
I get it. And dude, like I said, I would have handled it differently today. But I was
You were
pissed off
young, man. We
because
were young, and you were really smart, and you knew. I mean, you
I just,
got a
dude, I
standing
just
on
didn't.
you.
I hate, like, here's my thing, man. When you have power, right, in situations like that, act the way you want other people to act, right? You know, in California, white people are the plurality, not the majority, which means that there's more others than white people. They're still the majority. But, you know, whenever it switches, bro, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be okay with then all of a sudden, like, Latinos acting fucking racist toward white people because they have power and they're the majority. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be cool with that shit either.
Yep. No, I feel
You
you.
know what I mean?
Yep. It's like, man, like when I did BET and I would go up there, the first time I made fun of white people, it rocked. The second time I did, but I made fun of me. And then the third time I was just doing comedy by being poor or whatever.
Where was this?
And when I did BET, Comic View.
Oh, yeah.
So I would see all these comics, you know, because I love comedy. So I would go watch them. I would sit there and watch them, man. And like they were all bashing white people like so hard. Like, I mean, just dude. And you know, they were loving it. And then then we go out to the comedy store, do something, and white people had to be so careful. They had to be, and I'm like, no, nigga, you can say that shit. Like, no. Like, no, like, dude, it was, so I started feeling uncomfortable going like I would tell comics, like, what are you gonna do, make fun of white people too? You gonna be just like everybody else? Or you got material stuff. And dude, like, that got me in trouble. Like, man, would tell me, like, why you need to shut the fuck up? Like, man, fuck this. Cause you know, everybody be writing their material or listening to it. And I've never done that. Like, they're like, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't know yet. I gotta watch everybody else, so I won't do the same shit they do. So yeah, dude, I just feel like, yeah, that's not cool. That's why I just started being funny, not making funny. I mean, my comedy, I can do it. Cause I would write differences. Like, man, like I would write for Latinos. Yeah, no movies and a Mexican on the bus. Stop the bus.
Right.
About Speed, Kevin. There was 2 Mexicans on that fucking movie, Speed. Stop the bus. I didn't mean to shoot the guy. I said, and then the other Mexican grabs him. And so now there's 2 Mexicans on the bus. They're both fighting, and the gun goes off, and it hits the black bus driver. Like, what the fuck is going on? In 1 minute, you got to rid of 3 minorities. Like, they got that black dude off the bus. They're like, he ain't gonna be the whole movie. They're gonna shoot him and get him off the bus. He's the one that got off the bus. Like,
yeah, but you know, see, those jokes were funny, and they still are when it happens. It doesn't happen as much, but because they come from a place of reality where, you know, where we wanted to see ourselves in movies, because that means that I'm gonna get a job. But you would see that.
But Ned, when I saw that script, Ned, when I saw it and it says Tata Bus and this and that, whatever, they wanted more Mexican with a Mexican accent and stuff. I told, man, I ain't gonna do this shit. And I'm like, it pays this much, whatever. Like, I was making money. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna say Tata. They want me to say, I'm not playing. I have a gun in my hand, and they wanted me to say, Tata Bus. I'm not playing.
Well, first of all, Juan, you could have said it in an accent that you made up. You could have just made up an accent for yourself, bro. You know what I mean?
If you look at all the
if you look at all the Mexicans that auditioned for that part, because I was passing by and looking at all of them, like, and they were in line, like, oh, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. I'm like, I'm gonna go do BET in my place. Yeah, I ain't saying start the bus. I'm not playing. And then Keanu Reeves is okay. It don't matter. And then later on, they uncuff him. I didn't mean to shoot the guy. Like, oh my God, like little bitch, like shoot somebody, man. Like, oh my God, bro. Yeah, so yeah, those parts, and that was real, and people, you know, they saw that, and that's how they would see it. Man, we're all with fucking gardeners and everything, bro. Like, I don't want to do that shit.
But then in movies, my problem
like
was. My problem was when there were movies that I expected Latinos to be in, and there were none in.
Oh my God!
The Constant Gardener is about a fucking British guy.
So
Did
fucking
not
funny.
see that one coming. Alien, no Latinos. Did not see that one coming. Green Card is about a fucking Gerard Depardieu, a French dude. Did not see that coming. There are movies where I expect to see Latinos,
the Mexican.
bro. What was
Mexican? I said the Mexican with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, the Mexican. The fucking Mexican. You know what the Mexican is? A gun. Not a person, a fucking gun. Yeah. Those were the things
that would have changed the whole script if Brad Pitt just had a little Mexican next to him.
Come on. Thank you so much.
I mean, and then when we do, it was like, and I love this movie, Born in East LA, is about an American.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah.
Who gets kicked out of the United States and sent to Mexico. And then he has to come back as an illegal alien. I mean,
Paul Rodriguez get Jesus a beer.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's like that kind of stuff. As when we were young, comics, that shit was the fire, man. That shit was like, especially when you did Latino audiences and you talked about this shit. Oh my God, it was just because it was so real and everybody thought. I remember I used to do a bit where I was like, I'm a little scared about what happens to Latinos in the future because all the movies that I see with fuck about the future, they don't have any fucking people that look like me in them. And I would go off. I would talk about all the movies about the future that didn't have any Latinos. And dude, it was
Terminator. I remember all them jokes. I remember that, dude.
It was so. I used
to do those jokes.
Oh, that's right. Hey, Juan, why don't you fucking do them for the 80th time?
Hey, Kevin, I do them better than him. You wouldn't even know it, bro.
Yeah, Juan, say DTD just so I can see who does it better.
DTD. Oh my God, dude.
Oh fuck! Funny, dude. All right, guys, we've been on for a goddamn long time. Let's do this again next week. You got anything to promote?
Yeah, Just Joking out this Friday. Fuck it, I'll tease it here. Just Joking out this Friday with the great Brad Williams. Gonna be a very, very good podcast. No interviews, no arguments, just jokes. Got a couple of headlines. Comics riffing, just getting back to making people laugh. So check that out on Friday.
Cool.
So before you go, ask him about this story, even if it doesn't end up on the podcast. Juan used to I used to do that thing where I'm like, do new jokes or you're off the tour.
Right.
But one day, and I don't know why Juan did this. So let's ask him. But Juan literally went on stage and did all of Brad's jokes. So he didn't do them as if he was Brad, because he was like, oh, and Brad's going to come out here, and he's little, and he's going to be like, and he did all his fucking jokes, dude. So by the time
he had to stay with the music
up,
and you know, with DJ Golden Child. And
let me do my impression of Brad Williams, like from when he started it to like when he realized he was doing his bits. All right. Yep. So at first, Brad's like, "Hey, Ned, look, Kevin, look at what he said."
Kevin, let me tell him, Ned.
No. You didn't see this though, because you were on stage. You didn't see his face slowly go from to like.
Oh. Nah. I didn't look at his.
And then he looked at me like, "What am I gonna do?"
Ned, I saw him do this. I looked to the side, and he was doing this shit because when he gets nervous, he does this mushy right here. Oh my God! And look, Kevin, I went out there. We needed some bud. We couldn't get no bud. This guy brought me a $200 sack at the club. So I'm in the bathroom, and then I tell Brad, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna roll a joint real quick. And he's like, all right. So I'm in the bathroom rolling the joint. This fucker says, Juan, the cops are here. I'm like, what? The cops are here. And I'm like, fuck. So I flushed it. Bam. So then I come out, and it's just him. I'm like, he goes, I was fucking with you. And I was like, what? He's like, I was fucking with you. Like Brad, I flushed it. And he's like, hi. He thought it was funny. So I'm like, okay, you got me, motherfucker. $200. I had to call the guy back. We didn't get none that night. It was fucked up. I was like, damn, whatever. And then what do you call it? Joey said, well, you should have told on him. Like he told on us. This is like 2 days later, like he told on us. And I was like, what? Like, yeah, one time he got in trouble with a girl. We played a joke on him. And he started saying, well, he does cocaine. He does ecstasy. And so I looked at him. I said, Brad, you snitched on him? You little snitch? I said, okay. And then I told Joe Malash, I'm like, watch this, dude. And I said, I'm going to go do Brad shit. And I told the DJ to have the music, because he has some music he used to close it with. Strong set. And he goes, I said, have the music ready, because I'm going to do it. And I went out there and I said, hey, pretend I'm a midget, fuckers. Just pretend I'm a midget. And I just started doing this joke. So I'm on this big girl, and I'm looking like I knew his whole set. You know what I mean? Learn how to play the games. They had to have a game to learn how to finger go better, and you know what I mean, and the chakra, and the whole thing with the music and everything. So I did that shit, threw it down, and got a standing ovation, bro. I killed it, got a standing O. And then Brad went out there and bombed like a motherfucker. He did about 8 minutes and got the fuck off stage. He didn't do 20. He was trying. He was struggling. And then it was funny because I told him. He got me.
Bro.
Yeah, I know. But I thought he had more time. I didn't know that was his only set because I was doing, whatever, different sets every night. But what do you call it? This fucker, I said, hey, how'd you like standing ovation? And he's like, he goes, he got me because he goes, it's the first one with my set. I was like, oh, right there. I said, I love you, little motherfucker. You little thug ass. I wanted to buy him some Jordans right there. Like, you little thug, because he's a little Republican. And he came out a little bit. And that shit was so funny.
He was mad because Brad had this nice little leather jacket. And he was like, yeah, Brad's going to come out with a leather jacket like it's badass. But it cost him like $30 because he got it at Oshkosh. Fuck his ass. I was like, holy shit.
He got baby Jordans for $39.99. I was doing the whole thing, dude. I was doing the whole. He got a big dick. I heard he's got a big dick because he'd go to radio station. Brad, show me dick. Oh my God. Oh, I said, man, I heard 3 oh my gods in a row. I said, the third time I stopped him on the way to the bus and I said, look, Brad, I'm not gay, bro. So if I hear if I hear oh my God one more time, I need to see your dick. Like, I told him, Kevin, I said, I've never heard oh my God. I've heard that's nice and I'm cool with that. I ain't never heard oh my God. So that's 3 times in a row. And I said, I do the joke that Brad pulled his pants down right there and he pulled them down. And I'm like, is that what you do? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you don't take it out of your zipper shoulder? He goes, no, I pull my pants down. I'm like, well, that's the fucking illusion right there. You got a 4-inch dick next to a 6-inch leg. Well, fuck, bro. It's gonna look big. It's past your knee on soft. It's past your knee. And I get the microphone and I hang it down, bro. That shit killed, bro. But Brad, I love Brad. I just saw him here in Houston. He did the Willie D roast for the Ghetto Boys, Willie D. Bro, Brad fucked Mike Epps, D.L. Hughley was here, a couple other comics, but fucking Brad destroyed that.
Oh,
dude,
God, I'm so proud, man.
Listen to this real quick. I gotta tell you this. He was on stage, they put a little box for him, and he's on stage and he's talking at the podium, and he says, Mike Epps is everything like Chris Tucker. He wants to do everything like Chris Tucker, only shittier. Oh my God. I was like, black people were going crazy. The room was shaking. And Mike Epps was behind him. He got up and he went and he kicked a little box where Brad was standing up. He kicked it. And Brad went like this, like he shook a little bit. Brad was like, hey, motherfucker, I'm a midget. That would have been a hate crime. And bro, he got like dude, he fucking blazed it. He outshined everybody. Like, he destroyed it, bro. Like, you would not. I was so impressed by him. I love that shit. Like,
Oh,
bro,
God,
it
so
was
good.
badass, dude.
When are you gonna make me proud like that, huh, Kevin? When, Kevin? When? All
Friday.
you got is numbers. Oh, number one, 25,000 downloads. I want stories, Kevin. Stories. People dying. People getting up. People
We
running
don't.
out
We
on
don't want.
fire.
We don't want 10 people on the fucking roof, bro. We don't want 10 people on the roof, bro. What the fuck, bro? 10 people on the roof. We're
fuck.
on the rooftop.
All right, guys. This has been fucking great. Let's try to tell some more stories next time. I'll tell you a story about when I saw Brad get a blowjob. How about that? We're gonna leave everybody hanging. That's next week, bitches. Next week. Hey guys, love you. Go
Love y'all, man.
Go get the
Y'all be safe,
podcast.
man.
Well, it's not the podcast. Yeah, the podcast and also the download. So where are they again, bro?
Just Joking is available everywhere you download podcasts with Brad Williams this Friday. And then my album High on Molly is available literally everywhere you download or stream music and comedy.
Booyah. And Juan, if you want to send him some money because he needs it. No, it's right there, right?
Yeah.
What's your handle, bro? So they could Venmo you money or whatever the Cash App is.
It's a $ only Juan V.
There you go.
Wait, hold on. Juan, tell him how much for a blowjob too. Put your blowjob mask on so we.
Man, Kevin, Ned, tell him I'm gonna hit on
$1. Yeah,
I'm gonna hit him.
$1. Hey, fuck you. This is way more than my check, so go fuck yourself.
All right, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe, bro.
Peace.